everyone, and welcome to the Go4Evolve monthly finals. This is the final countdown. This is the final one. This is the last one of the year overall. We might see more in the future, but this is the last one until further notice, because Go4Evolve will be ending with this one last cup. Who will be the final victor going forward? Who will be a champion of Go4Evolve when it comes down to the end of the season? It is time to find out. We currently have JSMS versus DoDs, and that stands for Jamais sans mon saucisson versus Dome Destroyers. Going in the match, it is about to start. We are on the screen right now, and let's take a look at what the comps right now. We're looking at a Val, Hank, Abe, Hyde versus a Goliath. This is definitely a strange composition for sure. And unfortunately, it's not actually going to be a Goliath. It's going to be a Meteor Goliath, because he dropped in from space. Drop the bass. But yeah, so this is the anime, the Kingdoms of Meow. Everything is in his realm of terrain on Sheer. And in order for you to live there, you actually have to have an apartment with at least 12 cats. So if that sounds like an ideal living environment for you, then go right ahead. I'm just kidding. That's the anime for you. He's a good guy. But yeah, so we're going with Val, Hank, Abe, Hyde. And of course, playing for DoDs is going to be Vaya Jeff, That Guy Nobody, Mini, CP, and Keith, PH Keith, which we've mentioned before on other matches. But if you don't know this guy, he breaks the leaderboards because that's what he does. So, yeah, deal with it is pretty much all you can say to that, is deal with it. Now, Mini CP and like the rest of the guys aren't bad at all either. Like, I'm not saying they are. What I'm saying is that Keith guy has literally broken the leaderboards. That's an accomplishment all on its own. So, you look at Vaya Jeff. Vaya Jeff's a good guy. Mini CP. That Guy Nobody. All these people are experienced runners, but they're going against one of the most experienced monster players in the history of Evolve currently. I think out of everyone that plays still, I think he might be the most... I think he might have competed in the most ESL tournaments. I think he might have that status. I have to double check that, but I'm pretty sure he's competed the most. But we have Kingdoms of Meow, aka T-Animate, on Meteor Goliath versus the Hunter team of DoD, which is PH Keith, Vaya Jeff, That Guy Nobody, and Mini CP. Going forward, due to the previous request, we are actually going to hold off on buffs and all that jazz. Not buffs, sorry, perks until the final, like until the first arena. And then we're going to call it out, let you know what's going on. Until that happens, bam. Whoop-bam! We're in match! So yeah, you went through the bowling alley, went right on through, and what I mean by bowling alley is this thing right here. Just bowling alley, right down the lane. Are they flipped? Oh, graphics are flipped. Let's make sure we get that fixed. There we go. Thanks, guys. Thanks for keeping me on the ball, because apparently I'm not, but it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, there we go. We got the right one. All's good in the hood. I just pressed the wrong button. I pressed 7 instead of 8. Yes, quite. Who would be next? But yeah, so we have Kingdoms of Meow going in. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I have no idea. Skill build-wise, we can reveal that. It's going to be a 1 leap, 1 flame, 1 charge going into this. So it's going to be just a straight-up, like, you want to be able to get around as fast as possible and then survive. Oh, no, I don't want to show that yet. Shh. Don't want to show that yet. Don't. Shh. No one saw it. It's all good. But yeah, so like Hyde, Val is going to be like, so they're going to have the Tranks of Val with like the beam team. This is what's going on right now. We have the beaming pair with Mini CP and Keith. They're going to be Tranks, shields, health guns, med guns, everything. And then they have the stasis. So it's going to be like double heal and shield beam. It's double slow beams. The beam. Stasis beams? I don't know what to call this team. Quick, someone think of a name in chat. Someone fix me. But yeah, we're going forward, and we have That Guy Nobody. I don't know, it's just kind of a coasting match right now. King's Meow is staying on the outside, which is Deanimate. And he's almost up on his evolved meter. He's about 3/4 the way there. This is an interesting thing to have. But hey. I know. Guys, I know. God, you guys never let me have any moments. Jeez. If you're not watching in the, sorry, if you're watching the VODs, then you have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Twitch chat. So if you haven't followed on Twitch, you need to go to twitch.tv/HCG and toss a follow. That way you get everything live, fed straight to you, and as quick as possible. But if you're watching in the VODs, then yeah. If you're watching on Twitch, then oh my goodness, the dodge! What? Nobody. You know who could miss that dome? Nobody. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Well, actually, no, a lot of you probably won't get that joke. Oh well. It's okay. It's just a joke. But yeah, so now we have Deanimate, who knows Dome's now on cooldown because of the missed Dome. He was able to leap right on through and get the dodge, go past it. And now he'll be able to evolve safely because Dome is right now on cooldown. It's half on the recharge. That guy know by getting hit by probably a Reaver or Mammoth Bird. Or actually, based on the health, it's probably a Mammoth Bird. Yeah, so he's just going to evolve down here. And he's going to go right that way. See that area? Let's go back. See right there? He's going to go right there. He's going to go whoop, 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 and he'll be gone. That's what he does. So we're on stage 2. Skill build-wise for stage 2 is going to be a 3 points in Leap Smash with a 1 in Rock, 1 in Fire, 1 in Charge. You look at the perks because we are past the first dome. We have movement speed on Deanimate, which is why he's able to get around and get as much space as he is. He's trying to get himself his stage 2, which he has succeeded in getting stage 2 without losing any health, which is great for him. We have Jetpack Recharge on Jeff, which means that he's going to be trying to make sure that he's in a blocking position and able to protect his teammates that way. Keith has movement speed, which is going to be very helpful in regards to him keeping up with his team and getting in the proper position, and also keeping up with the Trapper, who is also running movement speed. So they'll be able to keep that pair up and going. Mini CP is, of course, running capacity because he's a Hank, and Hanks 90% of the time run capacity because extra shield means less heals. So yeah, it's good. Yeah, the Keith team. Alright, there we go. We'll just call this a Keith team. Val, Hank, Abe, Hyde. Beams and balls. Okay. Oh, man. Oh, my God. It's so good, Talo. It's so good. Oh, yeah, so right now, like, I don't know, we haven't really had much combat this game. It's been pretty much just Deanimate doing what he does around the perimeter of the map. He's just kind of going in a circle. And here's the first dome. We are now in it. That guy know by landing it all this time. Here comes the stasis grenades. He's going to be trying to slow it down. Flame Breath being used, trying to keep himself alive. But Hank right there is right there on point with the shields, but it's not going to protect him forever. His beams and the stasis balls are being thrown all over the place. They had healed up and brought up to full HP. Jeff right now is about 90%. Going to be topped off quick by Keith. But Deanimate's looking to top off his armor, but he doesn't need to top it off anymore because he's already full. Order Barrage is now thrown in the corner, but that's not going to connect. That's way off. There's way too much of a roof here. Sorry, but it's not going to come over. I'm sorry. Here comes the leap, though, going in on Jeff. Going to be trying to get to heal, and nope. Doesn't quite get it. So Jeff and Deanimate's down on the low ground, getting pumped around. Come on. Come on. Deanimate's bringing the flame to you, Hyde. You gotta melt his face, or he's gonna melt yours. As he's pushing on forward. Here comes the rock going right on a Mini. Mini, it does connect on Mini. Mini's getting low. However, Keith right now is on point with that heal. He's using the heal burst to keep Mini alive, but he does have to use his cloak, but the cloak is gonna be revealed. And here comes the finish. Burn damage gonna be ticking him right on down. Doesn't land the Leaf Smash, but doesn't need to, as he gets the first strike going towards Mini. Rock getting thrown backwards. Doesn't connect on Mini. Mini's already low. Flame Breath is used already to detect Mini. Heal's gun is being used, however, to keep him alive in the meantime, and they still have him broken armor. Pushing forward, Deanimate is showing the monstrous power that he is on Meteor Goliath. He's just going forward. And it's just non-stop going forward, just momentum carrying, and he's got one strike for no health loss. It's already going and tilting on one side versus the other, and this is exactly what you want as a monster. This is the ideal situation, and it's just going to be pain for, well, the Hunters at this point. Unless they can turn it around, we're going to have to get an ideal doming situation happening. Like, we're probably going to see that guy Nobody be a little bit more hesitant on his domes, but at the same time, I think he's going to have to throw pretty much a perfect dome for the next engagement, because if he doesn't, then they're going to be in a rough position. Deanimate is fully comfortable in this situation, so... And it's just your full health as a monster. You have full armor, essentially. You're missing half a bar. Whoop-de-doo. And, like, what do you do at this point? Like, you just go, okay, I'm not really scared. I can try a stealth tactic, which is what we're seeing right now. And I can just kind of waddle on up past him and see if I can get away with it, which he is. Oh, no. Is he detected? Yeah, he's detected. Pings are going to be coming out. Jeff is going to be throwing it. Pings are going to be thrown. There's a confirmed as we're seeing the outline on him. And he just leaves. There's 1, 2, 3, and the leaf smash. And then the charge is going to be coming up in a second. There it is. He's just going to drop right down. And look, he's already a monstrous distance away, just leaping all over the place. He's at 120 meters, gaining fast at 126, almost 30. Get to 130, there you go. And he's already, like, just gaining, like, this momentum. And it's just the power of being able to conserve that initial movement, where he was able to stealth within the close proximity, then leap his way around, is just perfect for him. Nobody's having a hard time keeping up at this point, even with the movement speed and perfect jetpack movement. He's just barely staying within 160. He needs to get his tracking dart in him, though, as the, oh no, deanimate stage 3. Deanimate stage 3. Oh no. Oh no. What do you do? Yeah, and deanimate's got 3 rock, 3 leap, 2 flame, 1 charge. Yep, we're gonna back up now. That's a smart decision. You don't know where he is. He's going to have close to full armor by the time you catch him. It's best to get back and defend, because that way you don't risk any more strikes. You could have just been fine and dandy. The good news is at this point, with the anime choosing the movement speed, is that he's not going to be as combat ready as he could be with, say, a cooldown recharge perk, a damage perk, like there's, sorry, ability recharge perk, my bad. There's all these options that were available to him to help extend his combat ability. However, the movement speed does affect his charge, and it will assist him in that manner. It won't actually impact him on his other abilities, so it's one of those things that it's going to be something that we're going to see that the Hunter team is going to be more prepared to fight in this situation, because they are running capacity and they are running jetpack recharge, which has that utility of being able to be used in fights for blocking and being able to protect your teammates. But movement speed is going to be used for protection and defensively, while they're using that stasis balls in order to slow down, deanimate, even though he does have that movement speed. So it's one of those things that's going to stack up, and I think the Hunter teams are going to have the favor in the fight, even though they have, you know, no health damage at this point. Survival odds are 67%. Like, it's still only 1/3 to 2/3 at this point. It still could swing really heavily just with one thing. And here comes the Tranks coming in right immediately, going right on at a mini CP. Flames being used. Everything's being used. Rockets picked up, goes right in. Doesn't connect on Mini. Mini has to burn his cloak clearly, but he is revealed by the flame. Gets leaped, gets knocked around, gets heavy, gets charged into the corner. But no, Mini's not in that corner. Baby's in a different corner, and he's going underneath the building. Keith is trying to get him healed up as he's underneath right now. Can't get touched, and Jeff just gets leaped up into the air. Rockets picked up. Nope, doesn't get it. Changes his mind. Toxtricity being thrown down, and Keith right now just healing up everyone as much as he can, but there's only so much healing you can do. Here comes the orbital. Personal shield is now used, and going right in. Doesn't quite connect on. Deanimate only gets a couple little knocks. Mini CP is right now getting hunted yet again. This is a mini snack for Deanimate as he's just running right down underneath, trying to see what he can get. Heal being used by Keith, trying to keep Mini alive, not being able to do too well out of here. Comes a block from Jeff, does block, but the AoE damage still hits Mini. And the monster's out on the outside of the dome, but it doesn't matter. He has to come in anyway. That guy, nobody, cutting off that side, forcing him in, which is a great play by them. Jeff is now low on the exterior of the dome, needs to get over to Keith so he can get topped off. If he just walks in, he's dead because he already blew his personal shield. Here comes the leap, though, going in for Mini, doesn't quite connect. Flame being used, trying to just run around the little pipes here on the underneath. Trying to see what they can get. And going forward, here comes the rockets thrown over at Mini. Does connect. Mini's going to get low. He's going to be dead to burn unless he gets some heals. And there comes the heals. Here comes the next personal shield coming out of Jeff. Leap Smash comes in, finishing off nobody. Nobody's now on the ground. And right now, Keith is going to be the one to rely on for the pickup. Are they going to be able to get it, though, as Mini right now is having the body camp shield being used on Jeff, going to be keeping him alive. Heals being used. The beam team is trying to do everything they can to keep Jeff alive, but the damage is just too much from Deanimate. Here comes the orbital, though, dropping in on the orbital, dealing damage and devastation. Going to be going forward towards the enemy, getting a couple blasts, bringing them down through another bar. They're down to 3, which means they have so much health to work through. Keith is going to need to get some beautiful dodges and beautiful tranks as he's just running around, but they are through their second bar of health pretty much, and they are going forward, which means that Deanimate is going to disengage, armor up, and be ready for the next fight. Flame being used on the Megamouth, and he's going to get some nice 4-meat snack as that Megamouth just runs for the hills. Goes underneath table, gets burned. Oh no, Megamouth, you can't hide. You can't hide. Just die and be my snack. I don't know. But yeah, so that was a good fight. Good fight for Deanimate. He got another strike on nobody, which is always a great strike to have one on the Trapper, because you can't force you to commit to a strike if Trapper can't stay alive long enough. But yeah, so looking at it, I don't know. It's rough. Deanimate's doing everything he needs to perfectly, and that's all there really needs to be said about it. Deanimate is a monster, and as I've said before, he is one of the most experienced monsters, if not the most experienced monster for ESL Cups. He's up there if he's not. He might be like second or third. He's definitely up there. But yeah, so he's going right in, goes right in for Mini. Mini's going to get focused, which means he's going to be on the run. But here comes the rockets thrown. Mini jumps right into it. Afterburner's cloak, but he gets revealed by the blue flames we see right there. Here comes the leap. Orbital actually is used, though, and that's going to hit down and tick down away at that armor. Keith is going to try and get that ranged heal, which means it's down to Keith. Keith, can you get up your buddy Mini, or can you keep him alive long enough to survive 20 more seconds? That's all you need. Here comes the sneak pounce, going to be going in, and Keith is trying to get the pickup. He's going to use that heal burst to keep that corpse alive. That way it forces to animate the body cam a little bit longer, going on for it. He does get the finish, though. No, he doesn't. There comes the leap for the finish. Mini CB's dead, but spoiler alert, dropship incoming 10 seconds, which doesn't change anything. That's only the second strike for Mini, and you can only have 2, so it's not that big of a change if he was able to pick it up or if he was able to keep him on the ground. But yeah, so they're on health damage at this point. They're just breaking through right now as monster armor is destroyed. VHF is now low. He gets put dented. No, he doesn't. Oh, Keith! Keith, why? How do you do this, senpai? Going forward, he's just going to be healing up, bringing everything up. Mini's going to be dropping in a second, which means there's going to be a shield on this body, keeping it alive, as Keith is just trying to do everything he can to focus it down. Oh, not Keith, sorry. Keith is trying to keep it alive, but the animates are trying to focus it down. Super Ride wants him in dropship, not gonna. Here comes the shields, which means he's going to have to burn through not only that, but, oh my god, the heals. Is he going to be able to heal burst? Here comes the orbital rust, and yep, they got Bayajef. Bayajef Homewrecker is now in the dropship, and it's now down to Mini, and they're down health damage. They got through 2 more bars, and no dome was thrown because they need to buy time for the assault to come back into this fight. Survival odds are now starting to swing back in favor of this Hunter team after that engagement. Got them a couple more bars, and they're slowly whittling down the anime, bringing it down. And it's just more of this damage is just slowly piling up, bringing it up. He's at 5 bars of armor. He'll be full armor by the time he re-engages. He's got a minute 46 before he has to. What we may see here is a cute little stealth play. What they can do is if they see deanimate coming in, they can cloak up immediately and just buy themselves time. Because right now, that's what the main goal is right now. Because Mini's going to die. Sorry, Mini, but you're going to die. There's no Lazarus. You're going to die. There's going to be a clone of you in the dropship. You're going to drop in. It's going to be like, hey, what's up? I'm Mini. Black. Rock throw. You dead again. That's what's going to happen to this guy. I'm sorry, Mini, but I regret to inform you, but your death is imminent. The question of who dies next is really the one thing, because one more of them is going to die. I don't think the third is, though. But the orbital's getting thrown nice and early. Does connect, getting through 2 bars. Going to bring it down, slowing it down deep. Nobody's going to be using around, throwing out the stasis grenade. Shotguns being used, and they're trying to see what they can get. Oh, no. They had to get off the heels in order to make sure that he got that break. Here comes the shield, though, and nobody's going to be going out of low ground. Shield being picked up. He's going to be able to keep himself alive. Yep. Uses the terrain to his advantage in order to make sure he doesn't get hit by that rock through. And here we go. Keith right now is on the low ground, which means Keith is exposed, and he's going to be going up. Does go on the high ground. Doesn't quite get a leap, though, on the high ground, which means that Keith is going to be staying alive. They're going to be trying to see what they can get. 40 more seconds to the assault drops up. Shield now being used on Keith, and rock throw get picked up. Does connect on Keith, but the shield's going to be taking all that damage for him, except for the burn. Here we go. Flame being used, and it's just a little bit more shield being put in. Keith is just using the truck of life, going to be delivering himself some good pizza of life, making sure he stays alive for the delivery. He wants to stay here. It's 30 minutes or it's free, which at this point, they're going to have a hard time getting that kill in 30 minutes at this rate because Keith is doing such a great job surviving, just running around this truck, trying to make sure he stays alive. 12 more seconds till dropship, which means Keith will be on that. Rocket's picked up, goes in for Mini, doesn't quite connect. Mini's going to get juggled around. Here he goes. Mini's now in dropship, which means Mini's going to get burned, and here's the tick. Bam. Mini's in dropship, but 2, 1. Mini's dropping back in. Keith's dropping in. Bayajef's coming back in. Oh, no. Keith got picked up. Keith got picked up. It's just down to nobody. It's nobody and Keith versus Deanimate. As the other 2 are coming right in on the dropship. Leap smash is now used. Doesn't connect on nobody. Nobody's dodging it. Right through the flames. Rocket's picked up. Thrown over the corner. Goes right in. Hits nobody. Right in the back. But he's quickly healed up because it actually hit mostly the building. Building blocked it. Good guy building. It blocks rock throws for you. And here we go. He's going to start building up that armor. Deanimate's looking to re-engage at this point. He's got a lot of mammoth words at this point, but oh, Keith, you rude. How rude. Going forward, he's just sniping him away, forcing him off the food. And Keith, you're cute. Did I ever tell you how cute you are, Keith, with that sniper rifle? Oh, man. Follow the booty, 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 follow the booty. Woo-woo! Look at the booty, booty, booty. Look at the booty. Better than Kyra's. Yeah! Oh, man. So, yeah, we got Bayajef. Minigun's being used. We're at last 3 minutes, though. So, oh, man. So far, things going cray-cray. We're at 17 minutes and roughly 17 minutes, 15 seconds. And as we're seeing, these survival odds are slowly tilting in favor of these hunters because they're doing everything right. The timing's literally perfect. I mean, perfect with dropships. Like, they've been keeping alive just long enough that dropships are coming in. The only person I think could do this slightly better would be Emmett, but they're doing everything perfectly fine with Val. So, I don't know. Let's see what happens. Here comes the shotgun's weak points being used. Oh my god, the orbital! Oh, the devastation! Mini delivering the large blast of rockets as he just gets heavied into the ground for it, but the pain and devastation bringing it forward, and rocks getting picked up and thrown in, but that's not going to make that feel any better. Deanimate is swinging on through, goes down with a flame, hits on two. Gonna be looking, here comes the charge for Vajev, gonna be bringing out rockets picked up, thrown over, connects on Vajev. Vajev's down, personal shield popped a little bit late. Keith's gonna get the quick pickup though, which means that Vajev's back, and they're gonna be trying to get that done. And here we go. Going in. Toxic Grenade is now used on it. They're holding on to this dome. They want to get the health damage on it. They've got a minute 30 until Mini's back. Rockets picked up. Goes on Keith. Keith is now low. Has to use his heal burst on himself. He's going to be going to juke around the boxes. Boxes are going to be trying to carry him and store some life for him, but alas, not. He's going to go down, which means it's just down to Vajev. Vajev's going to go down, and nobody needs to get this pickup. Is he going to be able to get it in time? And here comes the stealth. Keith's up, baby. And here we go. Lead smash. We got a minute 9 seconds. They need to survive. Rockets picked up. Hits the nice little tube there. Going to be keeping him alive. And here comes the charge for the finish on Keith. Doesn't quite finish him off, but he needs one more hit, and there it is. It's just down to nobody. Nobody's on the run. He's got almost no time. He's got 50 oh no, not almost no time. That's forever. That's an eternity in Evolve time. He's got 50 seconds he needs to survive against a Meteor Goliath that's hunting for blood, trying to burn him and cauterize his wounds, make him a delicious steak. He wants that steak cooked medium rare. Monster wins. Game 1. Making a 1-0 lead in favor of Jamais Mon Saucisson. Woo! But yeah. Oh my god. I know what's with me today. I'm in a good mood. I'm in a great mood today. But yeah, going forward, we're looking at the damage. You just weren't able to get enough health damage. If you see a little bit more health damage at stage 1, stage 2, we probably would have seen different tactics. I think the hunters would have had it if that, you know, the first couple domes they got a little bit more health damage and took less strikes. That strike on Mini was critical in locking their late game fights, as we just saw. If you look at it right now, see 1 strike, 2 strike, 3 strike, 4 strike, 5 strike. Look at these downs. They're all over the place. It's just like down, 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 down. It's just party downs. But yeah, so going forward, we'll have to see what they do stage 1, stage 2. They're going to be fighting it, doing what they can, and I think we're probably going to see a change in tactics. They are using their typical ban system, just as a gentleman's agreement. They are using the TGL ban system. We're just trying not to reveal it, just trying to keep it poked at you. So shh, stay tuned for more games coming at you in just a moment. We'll have the Go4Evolve monthly finals for December, bringing it forward, making sure you guys know everything there is to know about Evolve and what's happening. And there are more tournaments coming up in the future, so stay tuned, and we will have more matches coming out in a second. But if you're watching live, this is where we do the quick fading fit up for the sake of editing. If you're in the YouTube playlist, make sure you tune into the next one, and we'll be able to watch more games in just a second. So stay tuned, have fun, and just keep blasting people with that rock throw. Deanimate. Woo-woo!